News Talk 1400 WDTK.
Rocking and rolling Saturday morning, Networking Squared. You have Erica, L. Crawford, and Jerry O in the studio. Thanks for rolling the music a little longer, Brian. I appreciate that. Gets me fired up because I'm an old rock and roller. I like rock and roll. My question is, will there ever be a rap oldies station?
No.
Oh, my God.
It's just a thought.
Though, I'll tell you, though, if you would have told me that the Cars would be played on old-time classic rock, I mean, it's going to happen, Jer. It's going to happen.
I guess. It's good. You know, I was able to live all the way through it, so, you know, from the very beginning. So.
Well, I hear, like, Nina Blackwood now I have the XM radio, and it's like the 80s, and she sounds like she's 80.
Oh, wow. Maybe you need to turn the dial or something. Want to thank Comcast Business Class for sponsoring Networking Squared this month. We really appreciate it. We're going to be talking a lot about them. We're going to have them on the show later on in the month. So we're going to be talking about just what exactly is Comcast Business Class and how it can help you with your business. And next week, we've got Richard Kroll from the Huron Academy, and that's on 16 Mile Road, Metro Parkway in Sterling Heights. And that's a tuition-free public charter school. And what do you know about charter schools, Al?
Actually, I don't know a lot, Jer. I mean, my kids have been in public schools their whole lives, but I know that it's a big thing, and that's part of what the show is about, is that we're going to learn about it. We're going to have a good understanding of it before he comes in the studio, and after our show, our listeners are going to know what it is.
So we're going to talk about charter schools next week. I don't know anything about it. I am going to be digging in all this week, and you hear a lot of talk about on the news, or this particular school is going to become a charter school or a tuition. So we are going to school and we are going to get educated on charter schools, Erica. So that'll be your homework for this week. So
all right.
And then we will depose Richard, and Richard has been involved in networking for a long time, and he is a big supporter of Networking Squared, myself. And we appreciate that so much. We can't do that without the support of all of our people around us. And now there's an event coming up that you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, actually, Victor Wang, who was on our show back in February, is sponsoring this event. And it's really it's kind of a unique thing, because when I found out where it was located, it was right on the corner of where I used to live. It's Cherrywood. It's at Cherrywood Center, and I think it's called Cherrywood Nursing and Living Center.
Okay.
And this is something that Victor is sponsoring, and what it's about, it is actually, I'm just going to look at the little flyer here, and they're going to have a panel that are going to discuss answers and questions regarding the financial, emotional, and physical costs that a family could endure when a loved one has any type of a debilitating illness or injury. And they're going to have a physician, Alzheimer's Association educator, an elder law attorney, elder care social worker, and a bunch of other stuff. And we're going to have more information on our show going forward. But this event's going to be Wednesday, May the 4th at 6:30 at the Cherrywood Nursing and Living Center. And we'll be having more information on this as the show goes on.
Okay, and it's we have several chapters that are devoted to the seniors groups. So this is going to tie in real good to the groups that we've got for that.
Yeah, and actually, both of us have one that's on Friday, and they're growing. They're growing, as are our senior population.
And that would be me. My birthday will be May 4th, and I will be 60. So bring it on, baby. If you can keep up, hang with me.
You are the youngest 60-year-old ever, Jerry.
That's kind of what I was thinking. 1-800-923-9385. Please give us a call if you have a question. Want to talk some networking. We want to talk about referral partners. And Erica, as you're hanging out with us and you're working with LinkedIn and Facebook and learning about networking, are you learning what referral partners are?
Well, I know what it is to get a referral, but as far as like referral partners, what do you mean?
Okay, that's exactly what we've been talking about in our networking groups, and people that have been networking for years really don't have an understanding what a referral partner is. And Al and I we have had some very animated discussions about this because we just get fired up. Having the right referral partner means business, Al.
It does. And when you come into a networking situation, what you're always thinking about is the person across from you. Can that person give you business? Whether it be they're going to buy from you, or the next level then is educating you on who else I'm looking for. But what happens is there's a third level, and this is the piece that people aren't embracing. And this is something that, as Jerry and I get more and more and more into this, we're seeing this as the missing piece for so many people.
I absolutely agree. I want to be able to, as people sit down in these networking groups, and we so want to teach networking, and we are actually working on a list of classes that we're going to be running, Al, and we're going to have more information coming up on that as we start teaching classes to businesses, to chambers, for local business network on what exactly is a referral partner, how do you find one, and how do you describe one. And even for me, being in the music business, sometimes I need other people to give me examples on who would be my perfect referral partner. But that's why you get involved in a networking group, because you have business professionals that you can get more than just referrals. You can get their business input.
Yeah, and what we've always looked at is having somebody as a referral partner, somebody who's like-minded, but we're also looking at it from an industry standpoint, and to say that you share the same type of customers. And what we are finding more and more is that people don't understand this. They're looking at those people and they're saying, well, you're going to give me a referral, and that's the end of it. And it's so much not the end of it. It's just the tip of the iceberg. And what we really want to try to dig into a little bit today is that layering of this.
And layering of a referral partner. Again, when you get up and you do your 60-second elevator pitch, and we've got this elevator pitch, which is something that you would give if you were out at a chamber. Here's what I do. This is my contact information. And you don't want to beat somebody up with all of your information. You just want to give them some hors d'oeuvres so they go, you know what, that's pretty interesting. I would like to know more. So that comes to one of our classes, Al, that we're going to be teaching, and it's called The Fine Art of Shut Up. There's
that name.
Only so much you need to give out. If they're interested, then they're going to ask. So shut up and listen. And when you start conversation, now you're networking, aren't you?
Yeah. And when we do the speed networking, that's really the fun part of it, is that you have 5 minutes where you're face to face with somebody, and now it's time to shut up. And it's really funny because people can't do it. It's just like you've just let this volcano go. And Jerry and I thought we were going to have to taser people last week.
Did you run out of time?
Because they can't shut up.
So, and it's just becoming aware. And as we do this class, we'll do about a 3-hour class, Al, on the fine art of shut up.
We are.
And that is just one of the topics that we're going to be doing. Learning and having it in your mind. And for us in radio, we always have that internal clock going on all the time. We have to be very aware of time, when we're getting in, when we're getting out. So maybe that helps us on the fine art of shut up when we're actually talking with somebody, to say, okay, I've said it enough. Now it's time to listen. But you actually have to practice that, Erica.
Absolutely. It's tougher than you let it out to be.
And I think about, if you listen to our show and you go back, there's very, very few times that we're ever stepping on each other. I think we've all really kind of embraced that. And so we're not stepping on, we're not interrupting, we're not doing those things. We've kind of embraced that shut up, mentality.
It is, when you're networking with somebody, you're really trying to draw out what they do. Now, we all want to talk about ourselves and explain what we do and how we can help. But our goal really is to draw that out of somebody else. And if you don't shut up, you're not going to get that. And what did your mom tell you about 2 ears and 1 mouth, Al?
I can't really go back with a lot of mom references, so
okay.
You're going to have to do it yourself.
All right, so 2 ears, 1 mouth. You should listen twice as much as you talk. And that was always something that I was taught. Not that I listen to that, because I'm just a natural-born talker. That's what I do. But we have to be really aware to shut up and to allow those other people, and we need to enable them. Wouldn't you find that to be true?
Yeah, it is true. And I think that if you look at what our show has been about, is that we've always made it about someone else. We have never made the show about us. It's always been about, we've been giving. We've been bringing people in studio because we want people to understand what other people do. The show's never been about us. It's always been about helping people, about giving, and educating people on what others can do.
What's really interesting, when we meet people, or we're out at social events, we're out at networking events, when they walk up to us, they never really want us to talk. They want us to listen. Right. They actually want to come up and talk to us because they have something that they want to add. So, hey, Jerry or Al or Erica, let me tell you about this, or I'd like to talk to you about this. So we basically are listening when we're out and about.
That is true.
Isn't that? It's kind of a weird thing. You're going, hey, guys, radio people, right? Yeah, okay, so I'll listen. Go ahead.
Speaking of meeting people, if Angie is listening in that I met at Albert's, I just want to say hello to her, and I will be in contact about your husband.
All right, and this is about somebody who wants to get involved in the show?
Yes, her husband has a dentist office, and she was very interested in talking to you guys.
I think we should bring in the dentist and the hygienist, and while we're in between breaks, maybe we can get our teeth cleaned, and which would be another great show. I'd love to have a dentist on the show and learn all about the new techniques.
Yeah.
So we are always out teaching, talking, learning, and trying to help, and we appreciate Erica and Al and myself. We are Networking Square, and we want to help you with your business. Give us a call, 1-800-923-9385. We're going to talk social media. Networking Squared.